Chapter 4. "What is going on over there?" called out Nana Grace, with a concerned look on her face. Everyone turned to look. "Sounds like dogs fighting, but I hear a man yelling too. Do you think he's being attacked by dogs? Let's go help him, quick." Dad rushed ahead, and by the time the family caught up, he was talking loudly to an elderly man and looking rather silly, flapping his arms here, there, and everywhere in an effort to communicate. The elderly man was surrounded by dogs of all sizes and shapes. Some were yelping, others were eating greedily out of huge plastic bowls, and some bossy ones were chasing off the weaker, smaller dogs so they would get more to eat. Alex held his hands to his ears to block some of the noise. "What's going on, Dad?" Nicholas asked, staring at the elderly man. "Meet Mr. Takis, guys. He is the restaurant owner and feeds the stray dogs in the area." "That's what the commotion was about. I say we eat our dinner here and show our support to him for being so kind and feeding the stray dogs." Dad was clearly decided about eating here, and as everyone was so hungry, they did not argue. During dinner, the family chatted excitedly, trying different traditional specialities, guessing what they contained, while Alex played safe and ate chips and a little salad. From where he was sitting, he could see the spot just further away where Mr. Takis fed the dogs. He watched as a small, furry, grey puppy attempted time and time again to get some food, while the bigger dogs snapped at it until it cowered away. However, hunger would not allow the puppy to give up, so he would try again and again, each time managing a morsel or two, but retreating into a corner when told off by the other dogs. Alex dropped his fork and thought. He was reminded of how Jason, the school bully, treated him, just like the big dogs were bullying the puppy because it was small. Alex was small too, and often wished he was bigger like his brother Nicholas. Alex took a sausage from one of the main plates in the middle of the table. He held it under the table and made a gentle clicking noise with his tongue, hoping to catch the puppy's attention. The bigger dogs were so busy snarling at each other that they did not hear him, but the puppy did. It turned its head around and immediately spotted the tasty sausage in his hand. Slowly and nervously, it approached him, weaving through the tables and chairs and other diners. Once under the table, it gently reached over and grabbed the sausage. As soon as it was securely in its mouth, it seemed to disappear down the puppy's throat in 2 seconds flat. The puppy then reached over and licked Alex's fingers. Just as Alex was about to reach for another sausage, Mr. Takis spotted the puppy under the table, shooed it away, and the puppy scarpered. Mr. Takis apologized to the family and explained that if he allowed stray dogs to come to the dining area, he would lose customers as it was unhygienic. Not everyone liked animals or wanted to be pestered, but Alex was cross and worried. He hoped the puppy would be okay. "Mr. Takis, what are the chances of the dogs finding homes?" he asked. Almost impossible, my little friend," Mr. Takis replied. Alex chose to ignore the term little and continued. "So what happens to them? Where do they sleep? Are they safe?" "Well, my father owned this restaurant and always fed the strays. He would say that he was blessed to have the opportunity to own his restaurant and provide for his family, so the least he could do was to help someone else, in this case the stray dogs. Now I run the restaurant and continue to feed them. They are often abandoned here by people who bought them as cute puppies and then thought that they were hard work, so dumped them here on the beach. But they can always find food, and as long as I have good health to run my restaurant, these dogs will always have something to eat. Wow, that is so gracious of you, piped up Nana Grace. We are honoured to eat at your restaurant, Mr. Duggis. Well done. As the conversation continued, Alex slipped away. He followed the puppy to see where it would go. It had slid under a bush by the side of the restaurant and curled up in a little bundle in an old cardboard box with a bunch of rugs inside. As Alex tried to sneak up, he tripped over a small rock in the ground and fell, almost landing on the cardboard box. The thud frightened the puppy, who ran away yelping, while Alex's family came running to help him. They found him blushing and making various excuses, but he had hurt his knee. Mum decided it was time for the family to retreat to their apartment and get some rest. Alex, however, couldn't get the puppy out of his mind. Would it come back to the cardboard box? Would it be safe tonight? Would the other dogs bully and bite it? Would there ever be someone to give it a loving and safe home? It wasn't fair that dogs became homeless in this way because of irresponsible owners. And that's chapter 4.